Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and tonight I am going to try and start playing, well, I'm going to start playing Blueprints. This is a game that I first heard about a couple of days ago when a reviewer, I know third hand, turned around and said, I know through my wife, Bellene, turned around and said, this is possibly the game of the decade if you like mystery puzzle games. And I like mystery puzzle games. So I am very, very curious to see how this one goes. So I know a little bit about the playstyle. Apparently this is a mystery where you explore and then you reset and explore and reset and explore and keep going until you learn things. And it will not present things the same way each time. I don't know what that means. I will figure it out. I'm also going to say that I will be willing to interact with chat and learn with chat and have chat help me, but only when I'm stuck or when I'm asking for it. I'm going to try and figure this out. Now, every review I've said has basically said you will want to take notes. I have my puzzle journal, which is this is the journal that I used when I played Return from Obra Dinn and Carte Rouge and several others. So I have my journal here, so I'm going to be prepared to take notes. I'll also be taking notes for some things on screen, but they've said you may want to draw things and plan things out. So I'm going to be prepared to do that. Hi Keith, welcome to the stream. I have no idea how many other people will join me. I've advertised this stream over on Bremster Puzzles because apparently this is going to be an amazing puzzle. I don't know much more than that. This has just been released literally less than 24 hours ago, so I'm wanting to get straight into it. So, new game. I'm very nervous. Because I could make myself look like an idiot while playing this. Dogubomb presents. See, Keith, I wasn't even sure of that. But I've heard this, I've heard one of the reviews I heard turned around and said, until this, the person's favorite game was Return of the Obra Dinn. And I love Return of the Obra Dinn. So, like Return of the Obra Dinn.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
I love the fact that the secret is 46.
If you fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
I'm really nervous. I love the art style. Wow, the mouse cursor is in the middle. So I've got 50 steps. I don't know what 50 steps means. So it's a Queen of Diamonds. It's 8:06 in the morning? No. Yeah, 8:06 in the morning. That's Herbert Sinclair. I'm just clicking on stuff, completely unsure. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. Okay. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. So there are 3 doors. Okay. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print you will feel that I should bring to your my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself. But it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be in the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which rooms lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. All of my love and wishes. Best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. Wow. Okay. Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing Tab. So I'm at the entrance hall. Mount Holly Directory? So there's an entrance hall. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 5 is 45. So there's the 40. So entrance hall. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. Type, permanent blueprint, rarity NA. So it's one of the first 12 rooms. I haven't found any of these other rooms. The antechamber. From its root meaning, the room before, all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. I haven't found any bedrooms, hallways, green rooms, shops, or red rooms. Okay. Ace of spades on that, and a queen of diamonds there. A clock. And a painting of a village overlooking a lake. Anyone who jumps in is prepared to... I'm willing to have chat, but I'm not going to want spoils. Now, this door doesn't have a lock, but the other two do. Select a room to draft. Whenever you enter this bedroom, you gain 2 steps. Let's go into the bedroom. Oh my lord, I'm drafting rooms? Oh my lord. So there's a pawn. These look like puzzles, but I don't know how to interact with them. Trunk is locked. Well, that's poignant. Greetings from Reddington. So this is the bedroom. Am I wanting to take notes about this? Let's make notes. So bedroom. I've been told I should take notes. So the bedroom. I don't know what I should keep notes of at this point. This could be something that I end up... So it has a locked trunk. The artwork is beautiful. A wooden bridge. See, it looks like there's scratches down there, and I'm coming at this as a weird sort of puzzle game, but I don't know how to interact with anything, and there's no controls. Now, I don't want to go back out, because I think if I go back out, that'll cost me a step. So let's go this way. A hallway will allow me to go left and right. A nook will give me a key. Let's go for the hallway. So stairs, oh, there's a picture. Is that supposed to be a 4 of diamonds? Looks like a 4 of diamonds, doesn't it? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So does that mean on this side? And I'm not asking chat for an answer. I am... So this would take me back here and potentially link up to the entrance hall, or I can start heading up towards... Let's head this way. Guest bedroom is a dead end, closet is a dead end, or the nook may allow me to continue. Let's go into the nook. This is amazing. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. But there's a white rook here. I have seen a white pawn. None of this stuff seems to be interactable, and I don't know if that's just because I'm only in day one. It's sort of a cross between a high tea platter and the Da Vinci helicopter. Well, yeah, sort of. Key. Would that key allow me to open the trunk? Like, if I go back, that's going to cost a step. And this is going to cost a step. So this could be stupid. Oh, but whenever I enter, I get 2 steps back. Use the key. So the locked trunk contains 15 coins. And the nook, well, we know the nook contains a key because it said that on the... Lavatory is a dead end, closet is a dead end, but it's got 2 items in it. The pantry would hook around and give me 4 coins. What are the items I can get in the pantry? I get a key. Is that a rabbit's foot? Lucky rabbit's foot, greater chance of finding items. I wonder if it's always the same. So the closet... and I'm not sure if this is going to be the same every time, had a key and a lucky rabbit's foot. But I've now dead-ended in this direction. The only doors I've got are here on the entrance hall. Now, you go, this is actually a bad position for my camera. So I'm going to move my camera over to here, because I think the map is important. So I've now dead-ended along here. So the only exits I've got now are here on the nook and here on the entrance hall. So I'm closer to the nook. So I'm going to go back up to the nook, which will cost me 2 steps again. I'm probably going to play very badly this first day. Whenever I enter the chapel, I have to pay money. That's realistic. But I think I want to... I've got money, so I might want to do that because the West Wing, I know, had a chance of being locked doors. So I think I'm going to do that because I've got some money. So I'm going to go into the chapel. I am going to switch over and bring my chat up to the 4 screen again. The art style in this is absolutely gorgeous. And there's a white bishop. So I've had a rook, a bishop, and a pawn, I think. a brush of some kind with a 5. Like a honey gathering thing with a 2. So the 1 is a hoe. The 2 is like a club. The 3 is like a rake. The 4 is like a chimney sweep. The 5 was like a brush, and the 6 is a riding crop. Maybe I want to note that down. So let's note chapel. I don't know if this is needed, but it seemed that 1 was a hoe. 2, it's kind of hard to explain, but it looked to be like an oar. That looks more like an oar, doesn't it? So an oar or a club. 3, that definitely looks like a rake. 4 looks like a chimney sweep brush. 5. Oh, there's a 7 as well. 5 just looks like a broom. 6 is like a riding crop. And 7, well, that looks like a mace and a shield. And I'm not sure what they're supposed to mean. But I definitely want to go right, not left. I don't want to go into the dead end. Hey, Plank Time. I'm not sure if noting that was worthwhile. They did say journal stuff, and that's what... Oh, is there something up there? There's no zoom option or anything. Which is fine. Pantry, corridor, or a spare room. Corridor, maybe? It's always left unlocked. Does that mean it's free to go through or something? It's like an old T-model Ford. Is that like a horseshoe on its left light? I'm coming at this as the perspective of absolutely anything could be... Oh, it's a window. It's on the outside, so the windows are looking outside. I wonder if that would be different if it wasn't. The art style of this is beautiful. And there's the Queen of Diamonds. Didn't I have the Queen of Diamonds out in the foyer? I feel like I could note everything, but I don't know what's relevant. Den gives me a gem. Storeroom gives me a key, a gem, and coins, but is a dead end. Parlour gives me a puzzle. So let's go for the parlour. I have no idea how this is going to work. It's possible also that this could be failed. Test tube and a bath. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. And If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play the confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Uh-oh. All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. So this can't be true. Hang on a minute. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. That is false. That is false. So that must be true. Guest bedroom gets me 10 steps. Ooh, there's a gem requirement. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room? What? +1 something for each time you've drafted observatory. What? What? So, if I put the drawing room, if I put the observatory in, I'll be able to head north. If I put the drawing room in, I'll be able to continue or head into this little area. I'm curious what the drawing room does. That's a lot of different pictures. And a lot of them are the same, but they've got different arrows on them. Hey, Eric. So you can see the arrows. Oh, not really. That's just reflected. So they're measuring strides. These are all measuring strides. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from each which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Ah. Oh dear. Items for sale. Here I would get a key, a gem, and a coin, which would potentially allow me to continue in the other direction. So let's go into the storeroom. There's the coin. There's the key. There's the gem. There's another white pawn. I don't know how much of this stuff is required. It's a little bluebird. I don't know if I should be making a note of this. So, kids drawing of a bluebird in a swimming costume. See, all of these things look like they're probably puzzles, but I don't know. Like, is the first stage supposed to just be exploration? I'm going to lose another step. I'm going to use a key this time. I don't like any of these options, so I'm going to redraw. And that's even worse. I'm going to take the spare room. I've not been looking up. I don't think I've got any choice but to move on. Oh, no. Let's go into the boudoir. This could run out very quickly. So the boudoir. No, I don't have my camera over the name of the room in the bottom. That's important. So B-O-U-D-O-I-R. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the boudoir. Has a picture of a Christmas tree. Is there anything relevant about it? It's got with a safe. Can I see anything about that? Not that I can see, but the safe is wrapped in red wrapping paper. How is everyone? Apparently no one wants to join me for this. Even though this is apparently literally one of the best games made in years. Now, I'm not hating it yet. I'm just not understanding how it works. Now, if this door is locked, I'm in trouble. Okay. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Ooh, I don't know. It's tempting. So I think rarity is unusual. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Oh, so if I get a room that spreads items, they will be placed here. Ah, so there's no items here now. The security doors are locked by electronic keycard. This is weird. No! The only exit I have is way back at the entrance hall. I'm going to spend a lot of steps getting back there. Safe code 9083. So in the conference room, safe code 9083 in an envelope. After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Yep, that's a moose. There's a theatre. Ooh, shoes. I missed the shoes the first time through. I'm not being particularly observant. This has vibes of Betrayal at the House on the Hill. Fella's gonna love this. I don't need to go into the storeroom again. I could go through the chapel and gamble. Try and learn something. Yeah, let's do that. So there's none of these rooms passed through. So let's do the guest bedroom and get 10 extra steps. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you'd retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles. So, billiard room will contain a mathematical puzzle. So, notes about unseen rooms. And I appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Mathematical puzzle related to darts. Okay. I could go back. So I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I could get back with only a few steps because I gained 10 steps. So to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'll have spent 4 steps getting the key card for the conference room. I think that's worth it. And I'm also going to note that this was the guest bedroom. I don't know if it's always going to contain it. This is the problem. Had electronic access card. I suspect it's going to be different every time. The biplane. That's where I am. The E is where I am. That's weird. Is it deliberate? Every time I enter the chapel, it costs a coin, of course. Lavatory, East Wing Hall, or the commissary? Let's go to the commissary. Is it a cigarette vending machine? Effective the first week of December, my birthday. Payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of our electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. So, okay, so there's electronic terminals. So electronic computer terminals. In the security room and the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process will be directed to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password, no idea. WITH. With, without. With, without. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. What the heck? I can buy gems, a salt shaker, a sledgehammer, or a metal detector. I don't know what I need any of those for. So now I'm feeling like an idiot. No! 50% off on day 20 and 21. How many times am I going to have to do this? I get the feeling I'm about to run out of options. Are people enjoying this? Chink. Den will get me a gem. Pantry will get me 4 coins. I'm going to go for the gem. Do you know your house is burning down? 2 clocks. There's the gem. I get the feeling there's a mechanic I'm completely missing here. Like there should be a way to click on something. But if we look at the game settings, blueprint menu, room directory, stroll, field of view, mouse sensitivity, that's all there is. There's a white pawn. Safety pin. So there's 2 exits. I think the one to the north is going to give me the most opportunity to move forward. The breaker box, but a dead end. I'm interested in looking at security and seeing what it does. Whoa. Wait a minute, what? Some of those are rooms I have not seen. There's a music room, dining room. That I've seen the storage room. I've not seen the library, which was what that looks like. That's a music room. I'm touching my own butt. Blue memos are true. Red memos... What? No! Okay, important notes. Blue memos equals true. Red memos equals lies. Now, if I remember correctly, the red memo, the thing about the safe, was a red memo. Nothing else I've seen has been a red memo. Keys. Spare set of car keys. So I've got car keys, the key card, and the lucky rabbit's foot. Cool. I can't go that way because the security room would go into the bedroom, so there's no door there. The doors need to line up for me to use it. That's fine. Good idea. Coffee. I'm running low on steps. I'm curious if anyone's responded to the post I made on Bremster Puzzles. Not a single person has liked or commented. Oh. So, effective the first week of December, blah, 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 punch clock. So, red note. Until further, the antechamber has been unlocked. Access levers are no longer required to gain entry. So it is locked. Keycards access security doors more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, okay, so they're not going to always appear in the same location. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So as you progress north, the doors are more likely to be locked. So how... So I'm kind of trapped. At the moment, I'm just exploring to understand mechanics. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have not reached rank 8. If I draft the observatory, which I kind of want to do, I'm putting myself into a dead end, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to take the East Wing Hall. I made a community post, Eric, on Bremster Puzzles. Should be there. The mine cart, and there's that car again. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Okay. So, greater chance of... I don't need to note that. It's telling me. So let's go into the... gem requirement. I need 2 gems. I don't want to go into this because I'm less likely to find items. And at the moment... So let's go into the pantry. It's got the same shape and I'll get some coins. I found another 5 steps. 4 coins. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have extra guests exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Well, this is the pantry. This game is insane. Tea. No. I want the coffee. Oh, of course, it's telling me underneath the room what rank I'm on. You can see down the bottom, down there, pantry rank 3. I may actually move my camera down a little. Based on that, And then I need to bring my chat back to the foreground. So you're not seeing any post in the community section? Damn, okay. So there's mountains and pee. Someone peed on their art. Okay, cool plank time, thank you. Okay, bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. The only room that won't dead end me is the dining room. So I think I want to go into the dining room because I've still got some steps available. There's the way through the den, but that's kind of a dead end. I get the feeling stuff has to be added to the house somehow. Like, all of these rooms are going to have something. Like, it would be weird if these rooms are just decorative. Like, I would be hoping that each of these rooms has multiple puzzles in it. Particularly for the cost of this game. By the way, Plank Time, thank you very much. You basically paid for this game for me. I would really hope that this game has multiple puzzles per room. There's another white pawn. But I'm not seeing anything. That door is blocked off because it doesn't go anywhere. That's fine. That would dead end, that would dead end. The courtyard wouldn't. And I've got the gem to enter it. So I'm going to gamble and go into the courtyard. Because there was a higher chance of finding items in green rooms. At least that's what it said. Yeah, the most recent community post on Brimster Puzzle should be Blueprints, a new mystery game, made 56 minutes ago. Or an hour ago. Someone has liked the post, someone has, and Plank Time has commented on it. So yeah, the post is visible. Okay, cool. Now, I'm not seeing any items in this room. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be interacting with things in a different way, and I'm just not understanding. But so far, I'm finding this fascinating. So let's try and move on. Great Hall. 7 locked doors, but I have no keys. The wine cellar seems to be a dead end. And the utility closet has a breaker box, which I don't know what it does. So all of these are going to be a dead end. This one gives me gems, which doesn't help me. Let's find out what the breaker box does. More artwork, the theatre and... Toggling the breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plane functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Keycard entry system. don't know what these are. They may allow you to toggle certain rooms. I want the keycard entry system on because I've got the keycard. So that didn't help me much. Because now I'm completely dead-ended. I can't get into here. The only place I can possibly get is here. Because these are locked. So I come back here and then I'm going to run out of steps. Billiard room has a puzzle in it. This has the mathematical puzzle based on darts. Yep, that's a moose. There's a 10. There's a bar. Cheers. Six, then it goes to 4 or 9. Okay, 6. 9 is adding 3. Okay, it's not that. What's going on? Okay, 6 is 6. What's... Is it 20? Nope. Is the difference between 4 and 9 5? Nope. Four and 9 added together is 13. Oh. It doesn't require knowledge of darts, though. So I don't need to know that that's double 12. Sorry, triple 12. So is this 13 minus 12 and therefore 1? Yes. 15 minus 6 is 9. 4 times 5 is 20. 20... Oh, hang on. Minus 18 times 2 is 18. No. Okay, so 6. Add those together. So this is add. So let's make some notes here about the billiard room. Billiard room. So there's a darts puzzle. So blue equals add. So we want to add 4 and 9 and we get 13. Then it's 13. Yellow is minus. So yellow equals subtract. And it's 13 minus 12. So it's 1. Then it's 15 minus 6. So it's 9. Then red equals multiply. So it's 4 times 5 is 20. Now, is this where we're doing BODMAS? So where do we start? Or is it going around in order? So 20, well, it can't be because 20 minus 18 is 2 times 6. It'd be 18 and I tried that. So what's the order of preference here? Oh, 20 minus 18 is 2 times 6 is 12. And I get 2 keys even though I figured it out. I just did the math wrong. Has anyone watched my puzzle channel? But now I've got the keys to progress, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps to get back to the conference room. So I can do it. So den, entrance hall. Bedroom, hallway, nook. Chapel, corridor, parlor. Drawing room all the way to the end. This gets me into the conference room. And I was right, that note was read. Whenever I draft a bedroom, I gain 5 steps. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. I'm tempted to do that. Because when I come in here, oh, I thought it was, oh, it's only if I draw the other one. I got that wrong. It was in the wrong order. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I still would rather have had a sister. Wow! Hey, rip off Atari 2600. Okay, I did that very, very badly because who's feeding the gerbil? because it had said that you get things when you go in, I figured I'd get steps when I went through. So this has been a bad call. Gymnasium is bad. Wine cellar will get me gems. Lavatory is bad because it's a dead end. All of these are dead ends. MCCXIII is... hang on. So the wine cellar... shield with MCCXIII. Isn't that 1,208? Looks like there's a message in that bottle. Maybe it's just lighting. You are correct. 1213. You'd think I'd know my X's and V's by now, wouldn't you? And as I leave this room, let's just end it in the wine cellar. Tomorrow you will awake and find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Yes, call it. Well, that was day one. What are people thinking so far? Mount Holly Ordinary Inn. Total rooms 26, rank reached 7, steps taken 72, items found 3. That was a fairly good first day, I think. I didn't really understand what was going on. I only get to save at the end of the day? Well, that sucks. Okay, let's look for differences. Yes, there are differences. No, not yet. That's the same. That's the same. So, while it's tempting to push on to rank 2, this will get me 10 steps and end in that direction. Or I can just get 2 items. I'm going to go to the closet and get 2 items, which is a gem and oh, sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Cool. Now that cost me 2 steps. Parlor. Did I do the parlor last time? I can't remember. What I should be doing I did the parlor last time, but I should be making a note of what rooms I'm doing each day. So if I had... maybe that's overkill. Because... one statement... only one box has a prize within. This box is black. That's true. The gems are in a true box. This box is blue. Okay, so this is telling the truth. This is telling the truth. There is always one box that is false, and this box is false, and it says the gems are in a true box. So this has to be where the gems are. So the chapel is not ideal. The nook will dead end me. The spare room will waste me steps. I can't use the chapel because I don't have any money. So we pick the spare room, which has nothing in it. I'm hoping that changes. Dead end, breaker box. I think I need the pantry, which will give me some more steps and some money. This is the note about the fruit. Ooh, it's got to be the courtyard, I think, because I have gems. And this time, there's a chest here. And I can use the sledgehammer to open the chest, get a key and a gem. The silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a door room with many doors. Nice. This is very weird. I don't know if this is a game that you could play through quickly and if it's a game that you repeat. I really don't know how this is going to work. If I unlock the green room, which is a dead end, or I could take a normal key, a gem, and money, and then have to turn around. I think I'm going to take the storeroom, which gives me my money, my key, and my gem. And is the picture here again? It is. So... ah, that's gone badly. That's gone very badly, because that's going to dead end whichever way I take it. But if I take the nursery, now if I draft a bedroom, I will gain 5 steps. So part of the puzzle... I would hope there were more puzzles in each room and stuff. Ivory dice. While drafting, you may use dice to roll new floor plans. Okay. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne, who had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It is the only true colour. No, orange, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white or the swan in this, or a swan in the snow. He never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down, if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. The story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince in his book, the red book we just read. Okay, is there anything... There's got to be puzzles all the way through this. Otherwise, why would people be calling this the game of the decade? Particularly at $40. So now I need to go all the way back to the entrance hall to be able to continue. Which means pantry, step, step, step. This gets me back to the entrance hall, and now I go through here. Now, the guest bedroom is bad. I have to take... Basically, the nook will get me a key, and that's probably my best option. Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make in the estate. Okay, and this was... Yeah, I have been journaling. So now I can go ahead. Commissary, which is not necessarily terrible at this point. I don't have that many coins. Let's go to the den. Which, if I remember correctly, had nothing in it. Oh no, there's a gem. Now, it's not ideal because I can't go that way. So it's left me again with only one door. Now I can take the observatory and that will face me in the right direction. And I gain 1 something for each time I've drafted the observatory. So I'm going to do that. I don't know what the star symbol under the steps means. Hopefully something will tell me. The Fixed Stars. Stargazer's Companion to Constellation by Richard Witt. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. Oh! The Slice, +3 steps. Diamond Miner. So as I gain these, I get extra bonuses, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Diamonds Major, +5 gems. Druxus the Dead, dead end rooms are more common today. Oh dear. The Sale, everything is 50% off. Florealis, the bloom of the sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Do I look through the observatory telescope? Or do I just have a star for tomorrow? So I might note this actually. Boring for stream, but I need to know it. So 1 star is +1 gold. 2 stars is 2 trunks in entrance hall, but you may not be able to open them. 3 stars is +3 steps. 4 stars is +1 gem. 5 stars is rooms with 4 doors more common today. 7 stars, apples are extra delicious today. 8 stars, +1 key. 11 stars, +5 gems. 12 stars, dead end rooms more common. 15 stars, holy cow. Everything 50% off today. 20 stars, green rooms more likely to contain special flowers. And that's it. See, here's that E thing again. It's just in... So I don't seem to be able to line that up with the gap in the roof. So something is going very wrong. I don't know how this works. There doesn't seem to be anything I can see. Oh, it'd be this wheel. There we go. 1 star. I gained the gold. Okay. I think I want the veranda. The veranda seems to be good. So let's take the veranda and try and keep heading off. Oh, Purdy. Metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and gold. Okay. Bedroom. Probably not terrible. Yeah, the bedroom seems to be a good choice. This had a trunk in it last time, but it doesn't this time. Oh, this is so weird. But it does have a gem. I kind of wish there were more. I just want to use a normal key, thank you. So I think I'm just going to take a hallway at this point, although if I take a chapel, I'm less likely to want to come back this way. And if I take a chapel now, there's a good chance it's going to be one way. Whereas if I take a chapel later on, I may get more stuck. I'm going to gamble and take the chapel. Because I don't want to get hit with it later. These are the same images in the same order. Well, this one fortunately had some money in it. Thank you, metal detector. And now this is the way I want to go. Now the drawing room will give me a couple of options. So I think I'm going to take the drawing room. It's going to use one of my gems. There's something in this room. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there's coins. Cool. So I'm going to start going this way because it gives me more options. I'm going to use a special key here. I'm going to use the silver key. Oh, no. Bad. Real bad. I'm going to redraw. I'm going to go to the cloister. Ooh, 3 gems. No, I'm not. Let's take the hallway. Okay, so there... Okay, so I need to be more observant about potential... Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. No, they're not. You're a red note and you lied to me. keys for sale, but it's a dead end. Oh, this is all bad. I'm going to redraw again. And I'm going to go into security, I think. View inventory of all items currently in the house. I don't know how to do that. There's car keys somewhere in the house. Oh, did I get a terminal password? I think there was something about a terminal password on one of these notes. It's not Sinclair, is it? No. Of course, I don't have a key card. So I can't go north. Oh! I need to... Oh, I'm running out of options. I'm getting all the steps in the world. But my only way north is through the keycard room. So I've got to go back to the hallway and south and hope. So if I go through the boudoir... No, I need the corridor. No! I may as well take the dark room because the only thing it can do is, yeah. Oh, it's a dead end. I miss... So the only place I can go now is through the chapel. Or, no, the drawing room. I do have the drawing room. Which has also dead-ended me. If I go into the terrace, there's a chance I'm going to redraw. Have I built the conference room? I probably have. No, I haven't. If I open the patio, there's a chance that I will find a key card in it. Oh, it's got a gem requirement. Walk-in closet. So the hope now is that I find the key card in the walk-in closet. Oh, it's got a gem requirement. Okay, gymnasium it is. Use my one key. Kitchen is the only option, which has a gem requirement. So if I go into the lavatory and then hope it's got an item in it. It's my only chance here. And I'm not seeing anything. I got flushed and I think I've dead-ended. There's nowhere for me to go apart from out through the south of the chapel, which I may as well do. Let's go to the conference room. Hope I find something, because I think this is where I found the key card last time. There's a key on the floor. But I'm not seeing... I'm assuming the safe code listed is the same. Yeah, it is, but it's almost certainly a lie. And that ends this day's run. Because I can't... Everything now is a dead end. The only way forward is through the security door, and I never found a key card. Poop! Do I want to do another day? It's only been an hour 40 minutes. Oh, wow. So let's call it a day. Call it. Mid-sized villa. 24 rooms. I reached rank 6. I took 37 steps. Found 5 items and 6 new rooms. Save and continue. It's weird that it only saves at the end of the game, so if you get interrupted by anything, This game is fascinating. I don't know that I would call this game of the year, but I'm definitely enjoying it. So now I'm being a lot more careful about, like, is there a chance that there's keys and gold and stuff on the floor? Like, if there were puzzles in some of these things, like if these cards meant anything or anything, like, I don't know what's important, or is it just, like, as I play through more days, am I going to unlock more stuff? Okay, let's see what we find here. A storeroom will get me stuff. The parlor will get me the puzzle, which should allow me to get some gems. The closet, the 2 items at the start is always good. So I got a gem and a key. Okay, so not phenomenal. It's not the sledgehammer I got last time, but still, a gem and a key is a good start. And then let's try and push north. The billiard room gives me that darts game and isn't a dead end. So let's go for it. Now, let's look for items that have been dropped. Not seeing any. I'm sure someone playing back will. So 12 plus 12 is 12. 5 plus 4 plus 2 is 11. 19 plus 8, or 19 minus 11 is 8, plus 8 is 16. 20, hang on, how's this going to work? 12 minus 8 is 4 times 4 is 16. 20 minus 10 is 10 times 2 is 20. 2 keys. Not a bad start. Dead-end lavatory, or I can go into the nook, which will get me another key and turn me in the right direction. So let's nook it up. And then look for other items that might be hidden or dropped. Okay. Oh, this is not good. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps, but it's turning... Oh, yeah, that could work. Let's go for it and hope. So that chest, the locked trunk that I got in the beginning, isn't actually part of the room. So this is an important thing to note. I don't need to keep that note. I got a mask. First time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Okay. See, if all of these things were puzzles, then there were lots of puzzles in the game. This is feeling... I don't know how to feel about this. Greetings from Reddington. Like, red is a theme, isn't it? Like, it's very, very possible there's something going on that I've just completely missed. And I'm playing the meta game without understanding what it is. So, I don't have any coins. So I basically need to pick the commissary and hope. I'm not buying anything. Pantry will give me some coins and some steps. The West Wing Hall, though, no, I think I need the coins. garage is a dead end. I don't want that. So I'm going to pick the pantry to get some coins. It's also possible that what I might need to do in future is actually figure out the shape of the rooms and everything to try and figure out which rooms I should be using early and which ones I shouldn't, to figure out how the shape of them works for needing them later on. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. I will use a key. Storeroom is bad. Hallway is good. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. How does that work? How does that work? I don't have the gems. Let's just go to the hallway. So the gold isn't there this time. I'm not seeing anything in. I wonder if the metal detector is the reason that things were spawning. Let's try and continue north. I'm going to continue to use my key. Food for sale, spare room, or corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. So let's try and keep pushing north. This may be a bad plan. Arnold, Arnold, Arnold Rimmer. Sorry. Not seeing anything. Ooh, four-way passageway, except it requires gems. Parlour's going to probably get me some gems. So let's do the parlour. Now, it's taking me in the wrong direction. I'm fully aware of that. Now, this... Again, I need the key. And I'm assuming this is the same. One is always only true. One is always false. And there's only one with a prize. Now let's see if there's anything hidden. As I said, it's possible things were only appearing because I had it. So, the statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. The box and the white box, this box and the white box are both empty. Is there a second wind-up key in this room? That could be key to figuring this out. Because if there is a second wind-up key in this room and I've missed it, I don't think there is, you know. So, I think that is false. The statement on the white box is true. I think those are both false. So this is true. This box and the white box are both empty. So this is lying. The statement on the white box is true, which is a lie. Those two are lying. So this has to be truthful. This box and the white box are both empty. So that has to be true. So it has to be in the blue box. Thank you for the treasure. Oh, this isn't a dead end. And I can go into a green room because I have gems now. So I'm going to go into the courtyard and hope I find something. No! Okay. Well, I found a sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Now, do I want to explore this room? I have a lot of steps. Steps hasn't really been my problem except for the first night. How are people finding this, by the way? By the way, please go over to the post. If you've got like on a web browser and on computer stuff, go over to the post on Bremster Puzzles and like the post about this stream. I am going to explore this room. Steps were not my problem last night. So I'm going to take the guest bedroom for the extra steps, or the greenhouse, which is going to make it more likely that I draw green rooms, though I don't have the gems. So I'm going to take the guest bedroom and therefore get 10 extra steps. This told me about the math puzzle. Security key card. Score! The den is going to give me a gem and open up further areas. I'm going to take the den. It's less likely to dead end. And I'm going to look for stuff. I'm wondering if I was only finding extra stuff because I had the metal detector. I would really like it if more of this stuff was puzzled. And as I said, it's possible it will be. It's just at the moment I'm in the exploration phase of the game. And when you get to a certain point, then things start unlocking. I don't know. Oh, both of those are tempting, but I think I'm going to take the West Wing Hall. Then I'm going to take the observatory. So I now have 2 stars, which is 2 trunks in the entrance hall. Constellation. Okay, the twins. So if I get back to the entrance hall, I don't want to go back to the entrance hall. What I do want to try and do is get to the antechamber. I'd love a corridor. The pool adds locker room, sauna and tump room to today's draft pool. I could do that, but I think the door is going to be locked. I desperately need a key. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day. That's a dead end? Oh, I came in this way. Hang on, there's a door. There's supposed to be a door here. I am facing a door. I haven't figured out how to unlock the antechamber yet, I suppose. Okay, that's not great. I'm feeling perturbed. So if I go into the utility closet, that gave me some options, I thought. I don't mind the keycard entry system, I've got it. I don't know what these do. Because I've got the keycard, so I don't mind the keycard entry system being on. So I want to get back to... Do I want to go all the way back to the entrance hall? Probably... I should go back to the west... Oh, I don't have keys. So let's go down to this hallway and see if I can head this way. Each day, the meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I've reached rank 8. Today's main course, country stew pie, boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. I don't have a boiler room in my house, but I am going to have dinner now. Then I'm going to try and go north, which I think is this way. Yes. But look on the floor and stuff, see if I can find anything. I loved some of the concepts in this. Oh, there's car keys, which I imagine will be useful if I find the garage. The only car left on the estate should be in the garage, yeah. But the garage was a dead end. Well, I can't go north, so let's try and go south. And I want a room... Well, the kitchen will allow me to continue. Security won't, and the storeroom won't. I'm going to take the kitchen because it opens up more options. Oh, I don't have the gems. I'll take the storeroom. And then I'll head back to the entrance hall. So I take the coin. I take the key. I take the gem. Hello, picture of a birdie in a bathing suit. Anything else lying around? A fishing rod this time. It was something else last time, I swear. So now I'm going to head all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps back to the entrance hall. This is probably dumb. because apparently there should be 2 chests here now. Okay, so there's a bunch of keys. So, do I want to go all the way back up to the West Wing Hall? And I think the answer is yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's fine. I've got 61 steps left. I will look at chat again in a minute. I don't want to get lost. So, I'm not sure, apart from the fact that having seen someone else play it, you'll know how some of the puzzles work. I don't know how that's going to impact playing it yourself, Butterfly. I really don't. I'm going to use one of those keys I just got. So going back to the entrance hall was good. Now, I don't want the sauna. Security, yeah, I want security because I want to be able to continue. So security it is. I know that blue is true and red are lies. Is there anything hidden in this room? No, but it is time for coffee. View estate inventory. Nothing. I've got everything. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Change security level. High. Because I've got a security card. There's a vault. See that? There's a vault. And a library. Chapel is bad. Spare room is not great. Locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. I have a gem. I'm going to go into the locker room. Do I need a life preserver? Oh, wow. I can open lockers? Why can't I use the sledgehammer on the lockers? I don't know that I want to use keys on... Oh man, that's a decision. Oh, that's a very scary decision. Because I don't know what I might find in... And this may have been a bad move, because I can't get to that door in the antechamber. It's possible I needed to unlock all 3 doors in the antechamber. What does chat think? Should I open one of the lockers? Because there's not that many keys. I can come back. Gamble. Didn't work. I've got a telescope. Gain an additional effect on each constellation observed in the observatory. I got a key. So that, there was a gamble there and it didn't work. Oh no. I think the metal detector is what was allowing me to find things. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Now that's kind of cool. But you've got to find the coat check to be able to do it. Oh, that's... Oh, this game. I don't know if any of this means anything. Like, I'm 2 hours into the game, and I still don't know if any of it means anything. Sauna. Tomorrow your day will start with an extra 20. I'll take it. So it is possible to just find random stuff. So that dead ended up here, but I can go back to the chapel and through. Chink. Going to church always costs money. Kitchen is a dead end. Gymnasium costs steps. The pump room is a dead end. Control water flow throughout the estate. Oh my, that allow me to do something with the pool to get into the antech? No, I don't think so. I'm going to use the gymnasium so I can head down because I've got steps. Was this here last time and I just didn't notice? Hoople. Probably. Passageway would cost me all of my gems. The others are a dead end. The others are a dead end, so I may as well use all the gems and go into a passageway. That's terrible. Why would you ever pick that? All of these are dead ends, but if I pick the nursery... Oh, I don't have the gems for it. Redraw. Let's get the pump room and see what it does. Do I have the kitchen? No. I don't have the aquarium. I don't have the reservoir, and I don't have the fountain. I do have the pool. Okay, so water source selection. Pump room schematic, reserve tank. Okay, so I want to drain out of the water, out of the pool, which is water source 6. So what I want to do is I want to pick something like the kitchen, which is source 4, and I want to hit pump 3. Is a pump around the back or something? Yeah, there is. Which is this pump. And that's pumping into the kitchen. Then I want to pump from tank 1 to tank 2. Can I do that? By doing that? Or is it that? Hang on, is that pump 2? Yeah, that's pump 2. Or is it that? But that's pump 2. So how do I... Oh, maybe what I want to do now is that. And that. No, that I don't understand. Because what I'm wanting to do is drain this tank into this tank. Or do I need to use pump 4? No, that doesn't. Or maybe that just causes an overflow. So maybe I can just now drain with pump 4. So, oh, no, I needed to select this. So maybe now I can drain. No, that's gone wrong. No, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Oh, what I might need to do now is, now that I've drained the pool, can I send this to somewhere else? So from tank 1, I want to send this to the greenhouse. Can I send it to the kitchen? The kitchen is 4. I don't think so. I think that's the best I can do on the pool. So do I want to head back to the pool now? Yeah, let's go check out the pool. I don't know if that's helped me at all. So we can now see the pool has been drained, but not completely. But I don't think it was possible to drain it completely, or at least if it was, I didn't understand the puzzle. And this is still not a door. So that seemed completely pointless. Unless I wanted to flood the room. And I am not understanding at all. Okay. So do I want to head back to the passageway now? Like, did I just waste all those steps for nothing? And I think the answer is probably yes, but I have heaps of steps. So, whatever. I'm running out of gold, however. And now we go straight ahead at the passageway. Launder currency. I'm stuck at the lavatory again. Once again, I'm going to end the day with a dump. And have I got anywhere I can go now? I think this has dead-ended the game. So this day has now been dead-ended. Once again, I am stuck in the loo. But I think I learned something. So call it a day. West-facing manor. West wing favoured. 31 rooms. Reached rank 9. Took 78 steps. I like how it gives you this summary, particularly as I'll be able to refer back to it. So maybe what I might do is try and put in chapter marks of where I started each of my days in the stream. Yeah. And I'm going to save and quit. Which hopefully takes me back to a main menu rather than quits out of the game completely. Profiles? Interesting. It's put it into my the second profile. Weird. This is fascinating. I'm looking forward to playing more of this and trying to understand it. I'm really going to be interested to see what people think. Now, what I'm going to say is people should leave comments on the video as to their thoughts and everything on how it works, what you think I've missed or anything. If you actually know, please don't post spoilers. And I will ask my moderators, of which there's quite a few of you, if you see comments that are spoilers, please remove them. You should have the ability to do that. If you don't, message me and I'll look it up. If I see anything that looks like it's going to be a spoiler, I'm just going to delete the comment. So yeah, this looks fascinating. And I'm looking forward to playing more of it. It's a Friday night here. I'm probably going to get up tomorrow morning and play more of it. For people who are here from Bremster Puzzles, which is everyone who watches normally anyway, there is a new puzzle by Bremster coming out on my channel in 20 minutes, in addition to the puzzle that came out by Bremster and Maggie a couple of hours ago. There's going to be a lot of Bremster puzzles, but this one is being solved by Doomjot, and I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been absolutely amazing. I don't think I've played anything quite like this before. It's definitely got Betrayal on the House on the Hill board game feels. It's a bit roguelike, which is not what I expected. The puzzles aren't what I expected. I expected it to be a bit more like find objects and interact with them to solve the puzzles. So I was hoping it would be more like that. I do have a couple of games like that in my queue, which I was planning on playing over on Bremster Puzzles, but I'm going to play them here and hopefully draw some people over, because I think this is where I should play those video games and hopefully get people over. This is really interesting. I'm enjoying this one a lot. So I'm going to create a new playlist for this on Bremster Games, and I'm going to add it to my Bremster Plays Puzzle Games over on Bremster Puzzles, and I'll do all that admin shortly. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been absolutely fascinating. This is just very, very strange. Yeah, good luck finding the rooms that work for you, I suppose. This is incredibly weird. I do not know how this is working yet. I'm 2.5 hours into the game and I still don't know how it works. Thanks everyone for watching. And as always, good luck with your solving. Bye everyone.